Hi boys and girls, so now we have a third tool we're going to add to our collection. I can use a ruler to measure things. I can use a yardstick to measure things. Or if I have something even longer than a yardstick, I can use a measuring tape. Now hopefully your parents have one of these at home for you to try. This says that it will measure up to 25 feet in this yardstick. So that would be the length of 25 rulers. So a measuring tape is great for measuring things that are very long. The measuring tape often has a button that can help you to hold your place while you're measuring. You will notice that it is also in inches. So if I had something that was, just 6 or 7 inches long, I can still use a measuring tape. Maybe not the best tool, but if I wanted to measure the length of the classroom, I could have someone stand at one end of the classroom and hold my measuring tape and walk all the way to the other end of the classroom, and it would tell me exactly how many inches the classroom is. So this goes, out and in. I can also do it by myself, holding it carefully and let it just keep extending. Okay, they're usually strong enough to let the tape keep going. So if I wanted to measure from, this wall in my room to this wall in my room, okay, let's see, it would measure to 85 inches. So here we are at 85 inches. Now, the neat thing about a measuring tape, and it does depend on which type of measuring tape you have, but some of them are also labeled in feet. So, very close to 85 is 84 inches, which is also equal to 7 feet. So if someone asked how many feet is your room, I could say it's 7 feet long or about 85 inches long. Okay, and something you might have heard with the virus is to keep distance, okay, and a distance that they keep saying is 6 feet apart. You don't want to be anywhere 6 feet near each other. So I could find 6 feet on my ruler, or 72 inches, and you can see that that is a pretty long distance, 6 feet apart. So using your measuring tape, be very careful when putting it back into the roll, okay, because the tape can hurt you. And I just let it slowly come back into the roll. So this is a great tool when measuring objects that are even larger than a yardstick. You could measure something like the length of your car, or the length of your room, the length of your swing set. If we were still at school, we would be measuring the length of the parking spaces outside. So the measuring tape can be used for a lot of longer distances. If you are in your book today for lesson 3, it is going to ask you also to estimate before you start. But this lesson changes it. It is asking you which tool you will use. So now we have 3 tools that we can pick from. And you'll see, this is page 659, that we have a tissue box, closets, a glue stick, swing set, desk, and 1 tile on the floor. Now, we have 3 different tools. So it's asking you to pick which tool I might use to measure a tissue box, and then measure it to about how many inches. Okay, if I'm using my ruler, I might measure in inches. If I'm using my yardstick for something longer, I might measure in yards. If I'm measuring my swing set, I'm going to go outside with my measuring tape because I can extend it much longer without having to move my ruler or move my yardstick when I run out of inches on these tools. Okay, I hope this helps. Good luck.